let's begin by looking at the two types of word problems that we have here. This one's telling me I have a total of $29.50 for pizza and breadsticks. This one's telling me that I have a total of $23 for pizzas and breadsticks. Let's look at this one. This one's saying there's some money in my There's some money in my wallet and it totals $180. Then it says there's in all is another total, right? There's a total of 12 types of bills. 12 bills. If you count how many bills I have, I've got 12 of them, consisting of 20s and 5s. How many 20s and how many 5s are there? Can somebody tell me what the difference between these two are? Not how to set them up, not how to solve them, but tell me what the difference. There's two huge differences here. Yes, Kaden.
One of them has 2.
Good. This one has equals a certain amount of money equals a certain amount of money. See that? Too many totals. This one has equals a certain amount of money and equals, what's the other equals? How many bills there are? 12 bills. Now I know that bills do stand for money, right? But pretend like it's not 20s, it's gas bills and electric bills, right? If you add them all together, you'd have some gas bills and some electric bills, and all together you'd have 12 bills together. Okay? Do you see how that's not really talking about money, that's talking about how many bills? So that doesn't total money, that total bills. So this one is totaling money, 2 money totals. This one's 1 money total and another type of total. So let's investigate this as we work through these problems. So I'm going to ask you this question again and again. So Casey orders 3 pizzas and 2 order breadsticks for a total of, every time I see total, I like to just, total of $29.50. Rachel orders 2 pizzas and 3 orders of breadsticks for a total of $23. How much does a pizza cost? So the first thing I'm going to do is define my variable. Pizzas are P, breadsticks are B. All right. I'm going to go back and see if I can identify where all the P's and the B's are. So I should have used a different color for this one. Make that one green. So let's go back to blue. Casey orders 3 pizzas and 2 orders of breadsticks. There's 3 P's and 2 B's. Now let's look at what else we have to go with. Rachel's order. Rachel's order consists of 2 pizzas and 3 orders of breadsticks. So I'm going to ask myself, what type of totals do I have? Do I have 2 money totals, or do I have a money total and another type of a total? Go back. Here's a total of $29.50. All right, well that one's easy. Total of $29.50, that's a money total. And another total of $23. That's an easy total as well. I know they're both money totals. Okay, so since they're the same money totals, they're also going to be the same variables. What consists of this money total? I'm going to go back to the blue. This money total consists of 3 pizzas and 2 breadsticks. 3 pizzas and 2 breadsticks. The other total consists of, if I go backwards, 3 breadsticks and 2 pizzas. I should put it the other way around, 3 breadsticks and 2 pizzas. So define your variable. We did that. We figured out we're going to say P for pizza, B for breadstick. 1 or 2 money totals. This happened to be 2 money totals. Write a system of equations. Did that. Here's our answer. Pizzas are $8.50, breadsticks are $2. Take a look at that for a second silently. Pick which one you want to figure out and tell me whether it's true or not. Is this a solution to this system? Whenever I do that, it moves my numbers. I don't like that. I see some heads nodding. Who wants to volunteer? Caden's my only one. Caden, pick somebody. See my name? The one that's leaning back and not trying to be called on?
No, the one at the last photo.
Jacob. Jacob, which one did you try and figure out in your head? Which one? Did you really? Okay. So what'd you do in your head? 8 times 3 is 24. Good. Mm-hmm. $29.50. Good. He did it exactly the way I would have done it in my head, except I picked the easier one. I looked at this one and said, well, this one's going to come out where there's no cents. I'd much rather figure out in my head how much 2 pizzas cost. Like if you're over at Red Devil, right, and you and your friend have 20 bucks, and you walk up to order, not like if there's a pizza at Red Devil that does cost $8.50, but if there was, you'd say, hey, you think we can afford 2 pizzas? You wouldn't get a pad of paper out or your calculator out, right? You'd do it in your head. You'd say $8.50 per pizza. Well, if it was $8 per pizza, that's $16 for 2. 50 cents and 50 cents is $1. That's $17 for the pizza. Do you have enough money for breadsticks if you've got $23? Well, breadsticks are $2 a piece. This order was 3 of those. That's $6. So 17 plus 6, 23. Question. Just trying to figure out if it's reasonable or not. So tonight's homework, I've made a decision on, especially since last time I offered extra credit. Nobody took me up on it. Here's another opportunity for extra credit. So your homework tonight is to set these up. Really set them up. Try, all 10 of them, set them up. Your extra credit is to solve them correctly. It's showing all work. Not, hey, what'd you get for number 5? That's not going to get you any extra credit. But set it up correctly, solve it correctly, give me an answer that's correct. All of those things, okay, for extra credit. Everybody understand? Okay, here's another one. Do you guys want to try this one on your own? Okay, go ahead and try this one. Let's define the whoa, freeze. Freeze means mouth and movement. Because to talk, you have to move your mouth, right? And that's not freeze. I still hear talking. I'm waiting. So I'm going to read it with you, and then I'm going to set you on your own. So just stay right there. At a Mexican restaurant, you pay $4.80 for your order of 2 tacos and 2 enchiladas. Your friend, I'll change my color because this is the friend now. Your friend pays $4 for 3 tacos and 1 enchilada. What is the price of each enchilada? Let's define our variable. T is taco, E is enchilada. Go. Okay, so I know I have 2 money totals here. My first money total is $4.80. My second money total is $4. What's going on with the first order? It consists of 2 tacos and 2 enchiladas. And the second order is 3 tacos and 1 enchilada. How would I solve that one? Raise your hand. Selena?
Multiply the second equation by -2.
Multiply the second equation by -2, and that would eliminate your enchiladas, and you'd find out how many tacos. You want me to do it?
Yeah.
So, first of all, let me clean that up really quick. That's 3 tacos. Okay, so if I were to multiply the whole bottom equation by -2, then I would get -6t minus 2E equals negative $8. If I were to combine that with that first equation, what would I get? Let's see. These go away. Negative 6t plus 2t makes negative 4t. What's $8 minus 480? $3.20, right? Divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. Tacos cost, how much is 4? This is negative over negative is positive. 4 times what makes 32? 8, right? So it's not going to be 8 cents, it's going to be 80 cents. So tacos are 80 cents. So how do I find how much enchiladas are? Substitute. Good. So if I were to substitute 3 tacos, which are 80 cents, plus an enchilada equals $4, how much is 3 tacos? How much is 3 times 8? 24. So 3 times 80 must be 240 plus an enchilada equals $4. Subtract $2.40 from both sides. What do you get? 160. 160. Let's see if we're right. Tacos are 80 cents, enchiladas are $1.60. Questions? Kind of solving systems when you've got totals like this is a little bit easier because it actually makes sense, right? You can put it into real life. Okay, you guys ready for another one? Okay, pencils down. Get my highlighter out here so I can talk totals. You sell, I think I'm just going to do totals, my first round of talking about it. What do you guys think? Then we know what kind of equation what kind of setup we're looking at. Then we can go back and piece the other information in, okay? So you sell 21 tickets for your school play. I see a total. You sell 21 tickets, right? Isn't that in all? You sell 21 tickets for your school play. And you collect a total of $104. Prices are $6 for adults and $4 for children. How many of each type of ticket do you sell? Did you guys hear any other totals? So 21 tickets, I should write. We're not talking money, we're talking tickets. 21 tickets, $104. So is that too many totals or a money total? Oh, I can't do that yet. What do I have to do? What did I forget? Right? I need to define my variable. We're talking adult tickets and child tickets. All right, so I'm going to go back. Let's start with our totals. 2 different totals. What was the first total that I highlighted? 21. 21 tickets to be exact. And what was my second total that I highlighted? 104. So is this going to be money here? No, this is other, right? This one's going to be money. This one's going to be other. So what are we talking about when we talk about tickets? What type of tickets do we have to sell? Let's go back and look. You sell 21 tickets for your school play and collect a total of 104. Prices are $6 for adults. There's adult tickets. And $4 for children's tickets. How many of each type of ticket did you sell? All right, well, if I'm going here and saying, what type of tickets am I selling? Adults and children. How much are they? 6 for adults and 4 for children. See how we set that up? How could I solve this? There's a few different ways to solve this one. What do you guys see? I've got 6a, a, 4c, c. You could multiply by -6. What else could you do? Multiply by -4. What else could you do? Solve for a. What else could you do? Solve for c. Substitute. Okay. Let's look at the answer. See if it's reasonable. 10 adult tickets, 11 child tickets. Does that match what we got going on here? It does. 10 and 11 makes 21, right? 21 tickets? Okay, make sure you guys write that down. Okay, let's look at this one. We did this one together in class on Friday. Let's see if you guys can set it up. I put pencils down. I'd rather you guys just set it up. I'll start it with you. Then you guys set it up. So Janelle has 90 cents in nickels and dimes on the table. Does that sound like a total? Sounds like a total to me. There are 3 more nickels than dimes. How much of each kind of coin does Janelle have? Is there a total there?
No.
It doesn't look like it, does it? But there is. 3 more nickels and dimes. If I'm older than my sister, isn't there a total of years that I'm older than her? Isn't there a total number of coins that there's a difference between? There is. There's a difference in coins and dimes. What's the difference? 3. There's a difference of 3, and there's a total of 90 cents. We need to define our variable. What are our variables going to be? Nickels and dimes. Okay, you guys go from there. Go. Okay, so I'm going to go back and look at the problem now. Janelle has 90 cents in nickels and dimes. Nickels and dimes. There are more nickels than dimes. So it's just like with me and my sister. Who's older, me or my sister? I am. I am older than my sister. So it would be S minus A equals 2, because Shauna is older than Abby by 2 years. So who is older, the nickels or the dimes? Which one has more? There's more nickels. It gets confusing because dimes are worth more, but we're not talking about how much they're worth. We're talking about which one has more. If you're holding the nickels and you're holding the dimes, and I say one person has 3 more than the other, then who would stand first? The one that has more, which is the person who has nickels. So nickels comes before dimes. When we talk about how much is between them, what do we normally use? No. What do we use? Am I going to say n plus d equals 3? No, I'm going to say the difference between my nickels and dimes is 3. All right, there is this piece of information about the nickels and dimes. It actually is the cost of the nickels is 5. We had a debate in this in the last class. Let's talk about this for a second. Now, I could write it in cents like I have this one. I'm sorry. In dollars like I have this one. This is written in dollars, correct? Or I could write it in cents. How could I write it in cents? What would I write here? 90 cents. So if I'm talking cents, I would say 5 cents for nickels plus 10 cents for dimes equals 90 cents. Do you guys see that there's a difference between this and math teachers laugh about this all the time and other people don't understand it. Can you tell me what this means as opposed to this? This means 90 pennies. What does this mean? 9/10 of a penny. What that means? Does that say a whole penny? That's not a whole penny. So when somebody writes the 99-cent store, that's not the 99-cent store. That's 99 hundredths of a cent store, is what that is. It's true. Right? Isn't that what that means? Is that a whole cent? Almost. But it's not a whole cent. Right? It still means, no, if you have a cent sign there, if the cent sign is gone, then we've got 99 cents. Right? Okay. You see the difference? Okay. Do you guys have this written down? Go ahead and write it down. All right, let's solve this one really quick by Mario's request. So how would you do it, Mario? Would you solve for n or solve for d or multiply, or what would you do? What would you do? Because there's lots of different ways to do it. Where are you leaning towards? Okay. Finding your side, I think that's fantastic. That would work. So let's multiply the bottom equation by -5. So if I do that, I get -5n minus 5d equals -15. The first equals, what's the matter? Second one is +5. Thank you. The first equation is 5n plus 10d equals 90. When I solve for that, I eliminate the nickels and find out that we have 50 dimes that equal how much? That's exactly what I was thinking. How could we have 50 dimes? 15 dimes equals how much? Right, 75. Divide by 15, divide by 15, what do you get? How much? What's 15 times 2? What's 15 times 4? 60. Right? So how many more 15s do I need? One more. So 5. How else could I have done that? I could have done 25 times 3 over 5 times 3. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Factoring works too, right? Or you could have just done traditional 75 divided by 2. This is my favorite way right here. Okay, so dimes equals 5. I have 5 dimes. If I have 5 dimes, then how many nickels would I have? Nickels minus dimes equals 3. How many nickels would I have? 8. See how that is, Mario? 8 nickels? Now you get it? Good. Just like we've been doing the whole time, right? So we'll put nickels over here. Nickels equals 8. Let's do another one. What time are we looking at? 11:48? Okay, try this one on your own, guys. Do one. Okay, so let's define our variable. I figured you guys had this one already. Quarters and nickels. You guys are on freeze. Okay, a jar of quarters and nickels contains $1.65. There are 13 coins in all. Is this a money or a money other? Money total or money other total? Okay, we have $1.65. Can I just write 165 cents?
No.
Yeah. Right? I could write 165 cents. Or I could write $1.65. Okay, so there's my money total. What's the other total we have?
25.
What two things do I have highlighted here? 13 coins. That's not money total. That's a coin total. So what type of coins do we have? Quarters and nickels. And what's the money total of the quarters? 25Q plus 5N. Questions on that? See how it's easier to do it this way and then go back and say, what am I totaling? I'm totaling coins. What am I totaling? I'm totaling money. When you're totaling money, you need to assign value to the money. When you're totaling coins, you just have to say, what kind of coins do I have? Make sense? Questions? Let's do this one. You bought the meat for Saturday's cookout. A package of hot dogs costs $1.60. That sounds like a total to me. Oh no, that's just for a hot dog package. And a package of hamburgers costs $5. You bought a total, well, they just said it right there, total of 8 packages. 8 packages. Is that a money total? No, that's another total, right? We are totaling 8 packages of meat, and you spent $23. That sounds like a total to me as well. Total that you spent? Spent $23. I should change these colors to green. All right, so I've got a packages total and a what total? A money total. For how much? 23. Finish it for me. Oh, we need define our variables. D equals dogs. B equals burgers. Remember, it's so funny. Dogs. B. Wow, let's laugh at that for about 5 minutes, like my last class did. Okay, do that for me. Okay, so if I'm talking packages, what kind of packages are we talking? C's and D's. And if I'm talking money, what's the value of those? How much are the dogs? $1.60. And how much are the burgers? There's your 2 equations. Question. How do I do what?
How do you get 165?
Burgers are more than hot dogs. Oh, we should have said $1.60 because I have $23.
Oh.
So this is $1.60 and $5. Does that help?
Yeah.
Too much talking, guys. But I'll keep you after the bell. This is not the time to pack up. I think I'll do closing thought on the next one for tomorrow because I didn't get to it in the last class. Good job, guys. Done.